Welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. I'm Eric, and on today's show, we're going to make steak and chicken fajita, which is my actual favorite Mexican food. Now, we've already marinated them for about 4 to 6 hours, and if you're interested in how we did this, then please check out my video, Eric's Steak and Chicken Fajita Marinade. So now we're going to take that marinated meat and vegetables, and we're going to go ahead and fire up my Weber grill with some lump charcoal so it gets extra hot. And then we're going to go ahead and grill them, and it is just going to be delicious. So why don't you join me for Eric's Steak and Chicken Fajita.
Okay, so Eric is out front lighting the coals for the fajitas, and we are gonna saute up our bell peppers and onions. So the first thing we're gonna do is put a little olive oil in our pan, and this is a really big paella pan. It's perfect for this kind of job. I'm gonna turn this down just a little bit. And we're going to get our peppers and onions in here. It's going to be, woo! Wow.
So we've got the chicken's been marinating for 6 hours, I guess, pretty close. Same thing with the meat. We've already done some vegetables. We're using lump charcoal. It's very hot. It has very little ash. I'm going to do another show that compares that to Kingsford and stuff. But right now what I'm getting ready to do is we're going to use a 15-inch cast iron skillet that's not, Le Creuset, so it's not enamel. This is just seasoned, and throw the meat on there, and a minute or two later it's ready. So right now, every time I get ready to use it, I always take a little bit of Crisco to it. The grill's too hot right now to do it on that. It's very hot right above the grill. Kingsford, of course, can get very hot when you got enough of it as well, but this lump is pretty cool. It's going to take probably less than a minute for that stuff to start smoking. Okay, so we've already rubbed the pan down with the Crisco, smoking really nice. We're going to do the steaks for about a minute to a minute and a half per side, depending on how thick they are. We'll do the chicken a little bit later when we get a little cooler action. This steak, you're going to get a really nice sear on this. The big advantage of using the pan and not straight over the flames is I won't get the flare-ups. If you've got something with an elevated grill, then that's fine. Otherwise, I get some pretty good flames without putting the meat on top of it. So, let's go get the. Okay, I'm going to pull these ones off. this right now just to kind of keep it warm. Ultimately, you want to keep your meat tinted for maybe 10 minutes once it's done cooking. Obviously, these little guys are just taking a few minutes each. And throw some chicken on here. The cast iron was way hot. I'm just going to throw the chicken on here for a second like this to kind of let it sear a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and put it on the cooler part of the thing. One of my main problems, even though some of this chicken's thin and could probably get cooked at a high temp, be just fine, some of these thicker pieces, I'm afraid that the outside would get toast before the inside gets cooked. And Amy actually likes hers cooked as close to 180 or above as possible, where 160 is generally food safe. Steak has now been resting for at least 10 minutes, so the juices hopefully have had a chance to redistribute a little bit. So now it is time to slice these babies up. They're full. So we're going to go against the grain. So earlier we mentioned the grain was cross. So we're going to go in strips that are long. We'll cut them short, but you can see. And of course I cooked this stuff so it'd be like a medium rare, so I wanted plenty of pink on the inside. Now it's time for the chickie. So it's rested for its little 10 minutes or so, got a little juice out of it. So we're going to go ahead and probably just cut it up into obviously with chicken, it's up to you how you want to cut it. Amy is going to like strips, but she doesn't want it to be like very meaty. So we're going to cut them short. Now that the food is all grilled up and Amy's prepared all the sides for us, including some Spanish rice, it's time to plate up. So first thing I'm going to do is grab me warm tortilla. Let's go ahead. Get a couple pieces of meat on it. We're going to get some of the grilled, let's get some of the bell pepper and onions. So I'm going to grab a little salsa here. A little guac. We really need bigger tortillas, and I can pig out and eat a lot more at once, right? Get a little cheese on here. Get a little veggies, right? Some lettuce on here. I'm struggling here because I don't eat lettuce here. All right. That counts, right? And I'm going to go ahead and get a little rice on the side here. All right. Let me go ahead. Oops. The bite was incredible because I got a little bit of everything in there. I ate half the thing, so I should have. The meat is juicy and flavorful and everything. I mean, the marinade really makes this meat because it just adds so much flavor to it. The peppers and onion add another layer of flavor. We got a slight caramelization when Amy cooked those up. That was just great. The cheese, guacamole, everything really tastes great. I mean, this is what I like. When I go out to a place and I eat a fajita, I want to put everything on it, and it tastes great. If you like this recipe, then please subscribe below, and also visit us on our website at amylearnstocook.com, and she's also on Pinterest and Twitter at Amy Learns to Cook.